Okay, just a bit of a look at some of the packaging and what sort of needs to be done these days just to make sure that things get through the Australia Post system. We're tending to sort of, even with boxes where we know we've got them packed internally extremely well, we're tending to sort of on the front panels and rear panels foam up the sides of the boxes as well. And it probably seems like a fair bit of an ordeal to go through, but quite seriously, these boxes get thrown around and tossed everywhere, and we haven't had any injuries yet, which is good as far as anything we've sent, which is great. Well, that's not entirely true, sorry. We did have a few years back a Till 922 that met a bit of an end, but that was tragic in relation to the fact that it was absolutely trashed by a forklift or something. We're not sure what actually did it, but fortunately insurance did cover that one. But little things like, well, I won't show the label where this box is going, but little things like remembering, this is a mate of mine, Marcus's box, so we sort of get rid of Marcus's labelling, etc. We put on there nice little notes to say, hey, could you not drop it on this end, please, which probably means I'll drop it on that end, and this end here, not so bad, but sides of the radios normally are pretty right. We pack a fair bit of foam down the sides, etc. We've got quite a layer of foam that goes through internally as well. But it's just getting to the stage now where we even do a very short video, not quite as long as this one, on each box that goes out, so that if Australia Post are to have an issue, or there is an insurance issue, it's good to be able to have video evidence of what she's sending out. And as you'll see, like we've got, there's an FT757, FC757 in that box there. There's an FT707, FP707, YM34. These are all boxed up, ready to go. And those boxes and there's actually an FT901 in that one down below there. Each one of those boxes then will get this treatment here, depending on, we know where the fronts are and etc., just to sort of give them a little bit more of a chance to get through. But I thought it was interesting just to sort of show you, it takes that, honestly, it takes a bit more tape, finding a little bit of this stuff here cheap, and it's an extra 5 minutes to the job, really. That's about it. And things get from point A to point B a lot better. So just when you're packing, just remember that there's a fair bit of a journey they've got to go through, and just having a bit of a padding on it can help it. We've got a lot of guys that ship to us. Some of the people that ship to us, particularly out of Tassie, is brilliant. And we get a lot of gear out of Tassie. There's huge amounts, and it comes in boxes that, I suppose our bubble wrap storage pile is definitely bigger because of Tassie. But stuff comes in from all around the world, of course. But we've bought about 600 radios now from Tassie, so not bad, eh? They've done well. Anyway, all right, all good. Just gives you an idea what we're up to, what we're doing, and what maybe just give you some ideas just as to what you could be doing when you're shipping out your radios. Always leave a bit of a tolerance around. You might sort of think, well, an FT707, FP707 in that box there. Well, actually, we've got good tolerance. We've actually got about that sort of tolerance there, which is great. And by the time we, pad the box up a bit as well, it's quite neat, and it goes well. Once again, same thing with an FC757, FT757 in that one. Now that's a Codan box. That's a particularly good box. You probably would need to put foam on that one. Codan use some incredible boxing for their equipment. So and you will find that too. Different boxes require different amounts of foam to get them to be to make the journey. The other thing too is the amount of tape that goes on. Really can help your shipment get from point A to point B. Okay, well, I'm probably telling you stuff that you already know, but always good to have a revision on packaging, and it's not bad for me to sort of remind ourselves that we're sending fragile equipment ourselves at times too, as we clean out some of these these double ups and triple ups, which we're still getting through. As you can see, we've still got a fair way to go, but we're getting there. There'll be a few really nice bits coming up over the next few days. I'm going to try, and I do say try, to actually knock some of the big things out. I just want to clear some space, so more to follow. 73 is all the best.